Good morning. Jai Hind, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Okay, who wants card?
Sir, I want to.
Okay, Subodh. Subodh, you take Tejas. Subodh, you take 109.
Okay, sir.
Tejas, 64.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yes, Subodh.
Sir, in yesterday's VAT, the word is there protect. So I write it as protect the environment as my first sentence. So is it correct, sir, or we should be more specific regarding that?
No, it's okay. You are protecting or showing some concern, natural concern for environment is still okay. Okay, no issue.
Yes, sir.
Whatever first thought comes, it should specify some quality of yours or some characteristics, some concern, some originality is okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will start.
Yes,
Sir.
Okay, Mukesh Saab. Uh, Sanjivani, can you keep time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mukesh Saab, go ahead.
good morning, sir, and dear friends. In a society, men and women have equal rights. Yes, friends, today's my topic is honor killing. What is the honor killing? Honor killing is a any relatives, especially of a girl, woman, or any man who is perceived to have brought dishonor to the family. It's called honor killing. Every year around more than 250 cases in done in our country. Uh, what is the reason behind of the honor killing? According to the apex court, pointed out around 3% of the honor killing uh, is linked only for the Gotra, and remaining 97% is linked to the religion and other region. And other thing is the continuity in a rigid of the caste system, and a same Gotra and outside marriage, lack of the formal governance, it's the biggest issue. And Khap Panchayat, we say in Haryana and Rajasthan, there is means Khap Panchayat is going on. And other is the difference in the sex ratio. And if we say about the literacy of unawareness of the rights and the other things, and if we can say that danger of losing prestige and state of the society, it's the biggest issue uh, of the honor killing. But friends, there are a lot of solution we can do if we take help of social media. The social media play very important role to express their view in front of everyone without having any fear. Yes, we can use social media to spread awareness between society and between the women and men about their rights, and their means they can take how they can take help of the legal if any wrong going on. Other thing is it is necessary to improve sex ratio in the area where the females rate is low number still, but nowadays the recently data showed in which the sex ratio is improving. It's a good thing to the country and as well as for society. Another thing we can say, the literacy is used arm that has potential to the curb of the any nuisance. Yes, literacy according to the means legal literacy and other things, we can spread the awareness between the all, so they can use it as a protection. And the law should be clear and is related to the validity of the Khap Panchayat should be clear, because there is the Khap Panchayat, they means give verdict behind means something bina soche samjhe. And other thing, the woman seat should be in the Khap Panchayat. Yes, friends, I would like to conclude my topic. Friends, we have to come forward and support to the women and also men, and spread the awareness between our society. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Mukesh Saab, good. Honor killing doesn't suit a democratic setup. It was earlier when there were no governments, Gram Panchayat was the government itself or local Panchayat, whatever was there. It suited that kind of setup. Today, in the era of good democracy, where everything is mature, law and order can take care of everything. So it doesn't suit. Secondly, in the world stage, if we see, there are some barbaric nation where law and order doesn't exist. So people get chance to compare that there is no internal democracy or a mature democracy. Honor killing is not at all justifying our progress. As we are progressing, we should have faith in our law. Secondly, we should have liberal minds. Secondly, a boy and girl will have enough maturity. Today, everyone is educated. Let them decide. Yes, there should not be any manipulation when there are allegations of love jihad or something. If it is really found true, then that can be even tried as per the law, not at any local level. There has to be some systems and procedures. Okay, good. Dubey Saab,
Yes, sir.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mukesh Saab, keep time.
Sure, sure. Dubey Sahab, you can start.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Good morning, sir, and my dear friends. We know that helping each other is the one of the biggest service provided by our society. When we live together, we have to help each other. Without helping each other, we cannot survive. So, friends, in the same manner, we have to help a needy whenever he is in need of having life. Yes, friends. In next 2 to 3 minutes, I would like to tell you about organ donation. Friends, what is organ donation? Organ donation means giving away an organ of your body to the needy person for transplantation, and it requires the consent of both the parties. The organs may be also donated after death, and there is a lot of research is required. The donation that is made after death may be decided by the doctor in advance or by the donor also, and by the close relative of that donor also. And there are so which type of donation is there? There is some transplantation can be done while the person is alive. Like we want to transplant kidney at that time. If you are alive, then you can donate your kidney. But there are some type of donation required, like heart donation. At that time, if there is a disease, then thereafter it will be donated. What is the process of that? The process has four functions. Like firstly, the doctor check that what is the potential of donor. They identify that, and thereafter their eligibility related test of medical tests have been done, and thereafter next organs of you can say donor or needy person can be matched, like if I am donating blood or if I am donating something, then it has to be matched. That if I am donating, then if there is a person in front of me, can it be matched, or can it be transplanted to him or not? And thereafter finally the organs are transplanted, and there is and thereafter they are following up the recovery. The doctor is supervising the process. But there are some you can say hurdles are there in organ donation. What are the hurdles? Friends, we have seen that in our society nobody is eager to donate their organs because of such type of you can say awareness. Lack of awareness is there, and thereafter another thing is that their relatives are also not supporting them in donation. And when there is a person, he has given a will,
Last
at that
30
time
seconds.
their family members are also refusing to provide it. So what is the way forward, friends? We can have that type of awareness, like our celebrities should come forward. They have to make us aware. We have a social media, we have a television and other platform by which we can aware each and everyone, and thereafter everybody should come forward to donate that type of organ. So that if we have seen that in our India around 2 lakh people die every year
Time up.
due to lack of organs. So we have to overcome this issue. And at the end, I want to conclude that by having good awareness and thereafter educating the people, we can definitely overcome this type of issue, so that by your hard work, or by your organs, anybody, any other's life can flourish. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dubey Saab, good topic. Organ donation. As the society is developing, we need more awareness on this. Even people after death are donating their body for medical fraternities, medical students can study. So that kind of awareness is coming up. Organ donation, yes, we need this drive. Uh, Whatever media today can help us, celebrities can help us. That was a good point because even blood donation, people got aware. There are a lot many drives, NGOs who keep on campaigning, and that is how people are now volunteering. There is enough blood donation drive, but what about organ donation? It is yet to take that shape. It is not up to the mark as far as the population goes. Requirement is more. Many accidents are there, many diseases are there, and enough donors are not there. So this can be really campaigned at good level. Some NGOs should take lead. Government should also promote these things, and people should be aware. Okay, okay, this is also a good activity, a noble activity, and humans should treat the life as the biggest thing, and if life can be saved, nothing can be compared at that level. So eyes donation or heart donation or kidney donation, or even to some extent whatever new research are going on, even animal to human, that research is almost successful because there was a news that some heart transplantation from pig was successful. Let's see how things move ahead. But human to human, yes, that should be always a priority. Okay, good. Who is there next? Subodh.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Dubey Sab, you have time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll.
Okay, Subodh, go ahead.
So can I switch on my camera?
Subodh, you may start.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Good morning, gentlemen. My lecture topic is studying abroad. We know that how important is education. With the help of the education, we can do anything, and we can also achieve a lot of things with the help of the education. Same thing goes with it. Studying abroad. Studying abroad have some useful effects also and some harmful effects also. First of all, let us discuss the good effects of studying abroad. We know that there are lots of countries which provide education to the foreign nationalists. Just like in Africa, there is not much education. There is not much seriousness about education. So education plays a very important role there, as well as most of the African regions are under the influence of ISIS. So it becomes very important for the youth to educate over there. So many countries provide a lot of educations for the African nationalists in all over the world. Just like if we talk specifically about India, India also provides education to the African youths as well as all over the world who wants to study there. India provides a very deep knowledge about the literature. The Sanskrit is the origin of India is Sanskrit is the origin. Sanskrit is the origin language of in India. So it provides a very deep knowledge. Let us means I'm considering my example. I am a MS student in Devgiri College, and once the BEd lecturers who came to our college to give the short seminar regarding their PhD, and there I met a foreign nationalist. He is from Yemen. So that kind of so it is very important to give education or to study abroad because of the less facilities. We know that there are lots of Middle East countries which are under the influence of the terrorist attacks and all those things, just like Syria, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, and because of that, most of the countries are providing it. Studying abroad can enhances our knowledge as well as it can provide some deep informations regarding the subjects that which we want to study. Later on that, if we talk about the harmful effects, first of all, the problem is brain draining. I consider specifically about India because in India, the youth's brain draining problem is very serious because studying here in IITs, NITs, and doing hard work here, and they are now and they simply settles in the foreign countries. So we don't have much use of that youth that they are settling in the abroad and they are working for that rather than working for India. Everyone wants to run behind money, but the development of nation is much important than money, as according to my opinion. So I think that brain draining is one of the most serious problems, and the second most important thing is that the locals attacks the nationalists, just like
Last 30 seconds.
USA. There are lots of attacks were happened on the Indian students also. And last thing is that rape cases are also increasing on the foreign nationalists while studying abroad. So lastly, I want to conclude that, and according to my opinion, I think that universalization is the best scheme to teach or to study abroad. And after studying abroad, I think that personally we should come to our country and help our country to develop and flourish in the world. Thank you.
Time up.
Okay, Subodh. Education today is not limited or confined to boundaries. Today, distance education or people can go and study abroad, and borders are open. Countries are welcoming. Today, a lot of Indian students are studying outside. Similarly, foreign students are studying here. That is a very good provision opportunity for today's generation. If you see our independence struggle, how really minds opened up. You take out the list of freedom fighters. When the people went to developed world, they saw how the countries are functioning, and they realized how slave is our country, or someone is really doing injustice to us. So that is the biggest benefit. Once you come out of your comfort zone from your boundaries, you get to know, get to compare a lot of things. That is the beauty of coming out, seeing the outer world, comparing the things, and you can bring a lot of development. So, foreign education, if there is something which can be learned better outside, good. That is one reason. Second is knowing what are the better things, what are the better things at home also. You can compare if there is something good at our home country or something which can need improvement. All those things, from all connotations, it is good. And secondly, uh, between countries, a lot of things improve, strengthen. If you have friendly relations with country, these are the measures where the friendship grows further. There are international ties, some kind of collaborations, some kind of agreements where you uh, agree at international level to share some of the seats, or students are welcome, culture gets shared, lot of things, lot of front it helps. Okay, good. Tejas, ready?
Sir, I have
Yes,
one
sir.
that.
Okay, Subodh.
Sir, means it is means when I choose the card, there are lots of vague topics that I encountered first time. So I speak on that topic for the first time, and I means a lot of examples I have set in my mind, but I forgot to deliver, sir. And one of the example is that I want to give the examples of our army academies, that is IMA, OTA. Just
Yes,
that
yes.
we are also training the foreign cadets also, sir. So I forgot to deliver it, that, sir.
Even our lot of officers go outside in the subsequent trainings also, including little higher level courses. So what is this? This is to understand each other's training standards, and there are some agendas where you prove that we are friends. So strategic reasons are there, some training related, purely training related things are there. Sri Lankan army or Bangladesh army or some of the countries which are developing, we have ties with them. Their students come here. Our students per se don't go, but at higher level some courses agreement is there. Mm, there are courses like staff college or junior command course or some kind of higher command course where our officers go and get trained at different countries, and other officers also come to our countries. Okay, so that is also a good example. And yes, you get a surprise card and you are still achieving the target of first, that is 3 minutes speaking, and secondly organize your thoughts. Yes, card is difficult, topics are unknown, and still you are keeping balance. That is what is the ultimate form of practice is. Okay, good. They just
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good, keep time.
Yes, sir. Tejas, you can start.
Good morning, everyone. Today, my topic for lecture 8 is right to education. So, right to education has been conferred a fundamental status, and it's been covered under Article 21A, which says the children of the age group 6 to 14 should have access to free and compulsory education. Then, later on in the year 2009, it was amended in the form of RTE Act of 2009. So, the thing is, since independence, India has been consistently increasing in its in its literacy rate. And if we see today, almost around 77% of the population of India is considered as literate. But does this literacy really means are we educated? Gandhiji once said, uh, literacy is not in itself education. It does not bring education in itself. So education, still, if we see a lot of educated people, we are seeing in the news, they are getting addicted to drugs, they are practicing corruption, and we see they are not concerned about environment. We are still exploiting our environment. So if literacy and education could be seen in two different angles. Further, if you see the education which has been guaranteed to the 6 to 14 years of age group is particularly seen in our urban areas. Still, many of the part of rural areas and mostly the tribal population, the tribal youths are not being covered under this. So there are lot of scope and need to expand this right to education uh, into the tribal areas also. If you see what education brings in itself, so education, we see India is having a largest youth force, and it is our one of the highest potential we have. So educating children and till the age of 14 means at least completing their elementary education will be having providing a base knowledge, so that they can now opt for various career opportunities. They can be various future leaders. They can be uh, transformed from unskilled to skilled labor force. Uh, Definitely, by this, the employment rate will be increased. Also, if you see, they could be the future potential leaders of the world. We have seen currently, we have many CEOs in the world. We are having many as industrialists. So, this education will definitely be important for our overall country's economy and growth. In the last, I feel, as I earlier mentioned, education does not bring just not bring literacy in itself, but it is a civilized way of living one's life for the uh, future years. So I feel right to education has done a lot of good work in the coming years, and it has a long way forward, and it should be doing in further, and should be incorporating more and more tribal youths and the underprivileged sections which are not yet been covered. Thank you.
Yes, they just tribal or the underprivileged or the rural kids, they are to be taken on board. There are many urban areas where we are still seeing some of the kids are not going to schools. Reasons can be many, whether they are laborers, whether the parents are not uh, well educated and taking care of their kids, misguided sections of society not realizing the importance of education, or there are some circumstances where they are not able to join the schools. Reasons can be many. They are not to be blamed, because some of the families who are just coming out of that um, rural area or some kind of poverty conditions where they even don't know education system is there, right to education act is there, or there are some provisions of government. This is reality. People like us can see TV or watch newspaper or know the latest regulations or government provisions, welfare schemes, but there are people, there are sections in society who doesn't know anything. They even don't know who is the prime minister. They even don't know what kind of setup is India has having, what is democracy. Even still, considerable number of people are there, considerable pockets are there in India where there is no awareness. They don't know what is right to education. They don't know what is the education. Still, some sections are there. We cannot believe it, but they are there. So we need to include everyone. Then only we can be really proud country that yes, when we become superpower, it will be in all respects. There should not be any hollow part in our country, whether it is science and technology or even in society. Every sector we should be superpower. Okay, good. Gurjan Saab ready?
Yes, sir. Ready.
Okay, they just keep time.
Yes, sir. Sir, you can start.
Thank you. Good morning, sir, and my dear friends. As we know, education playing a very significant role to shape up our society, as economically as socially. The ability to just read and write is not fulfill the aim of our education. True educated persons who can use his education to make him self-supportive. So friends, next 2 to 3 minutes, I would like to express my views on professional education in India. Professional education, any education or kind of training imparted to the student make him capable to join any identified profession called professional educations. There are many fields of professional education like medicals, legal education, and technical educations. So it is very important part to impart training in respect to economically growth, technically growth of our nations. So the professional education is facing many of challenges in our society to get its aim. The first of all, we are facing the shortage of technical institutes. That institutes which have the fulfill the demand of study, making curriculum according to the students and providing all research and development facilities. And second, in the technical education or professional education is very expensive. So the poor people and the normal people are not can get this educations. And apart from this all, the curriculum of the professional educations is also influenced by the British government rule as they required that time as a clerk. So the our education is totally based on the theoretically based. So it requires some practical aspects, and also the lack of funds, lack of research and development centers, and also cooperation between government authorities, universities, and industry sectors. So, some way forwards with this, we can keep up our education system, professional education system. So, for this, the India should expand our technical education institutes, give more incentives to research and development sectors, and also there is a requirement to make the amendments in our curriculum as per the choice, and also there is a required to take incentives to the education sector so they can provide the infrastructure, research and developments. So lastly, I would like to conclude my topic. So we have taken many of actions like new education policies is supporting to practical education, so providing chance to select our stream for professional education. We need to more focus on our professional education by providing the infrastructure, by providing the technical institutes, and also amendment our curriculums. So, friends, with this action, we can get our aim. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, we need to have professional approach in our education. We can give a very good small example, NDA, National Defense Academy. After 12th, if someone is taken into a profession of armed forces and given graduation there, simultaneously military training is there, you see the quality of that character which comes out. A professional character comes out, a professional human being comes out who is ready for that profession. Even scientific fields are doing that thing of late. ISRO is trying to get people at young age who are they're testing after 12th or 10th. There are some exams going on. This is a correct approach. We need to tap the talent, get such kind of kids into your fold, train them well, skill based or some kind of higher technology. IIT is also a good example, but then they are not streamlined for national cause. They are open in the world market. This talent goes out. But if we really channelize the talent of IIT or even IIMs into the national cause, probably that is something missing in our country. A lot of talent is there, population is very huge, and correspondingly, we have enough number of students who can do wonders in research and development. But that requires money and that requires little channelization. We are still not focusing on that aspect. Now coming to what Gurjant Sahab was saying, way ahead. Yes, we need to really focus. Atmanirbhar Bharat is one area we need to really prove that we mean business. We have to get all these talents into the domestic front. We need to really empower our industrial sector. So, what are the ways and means? There can be many innovations in this. We need to pay them well, incentivize. People should get ready to work for the national cause, whether it is defense sector, whether it is normal industrial sector. A lot of new sectors coming up. E-vehicle will be a boom. Chips, IC, semiconductor field. We are nowhere. Second is the agriculture related thing, solar related thing, agriculture processing. I'm saying the application of agriculture field, biotechnology, which is the offshoot of this field. So lot of things are yet waiting, not done justice. So probably some good business houses can come forward, tap these things, retain good talents, nurture them further, and produce wonderful results. We saw industrial revolution. Similar things are yet waiting for biotechnology, for e-vehicles, solar technology, nanotechnology, all those things. Robotic science. Robotic science is coming up. Japan is way ahead. We are way behind in as far as the hardware is concerned. India has to focus on that. Okay, good. Good then, sir. Sanjivani, ready?
Sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gurjan sir, can you keep time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Sanjivani, you may start.
Okay. Good morning to all. Today my lecture topic is secularism. In the last few years, wrong perception in the beginning create in the mind of people by right wing fanatic for our country should have been secular, and secularism has causes a great damage to Hindu religion and all. Those all are just my create by the crew upper class society to capture power by exhibition them as a great of religion. But in India, no religion has been attached to everyone, has been flourishing in independence. We all are aware that unfortunately in 1947 our country, India, got divided into two based on a religion. This would say the power hungry politics were totally responsible. At last India got divided, and a new nation Pakistan was born for partition. Pakistan become Islamic Republic, where Islam become state religion. At that time, her India same and fundamentalistic people who belong to major community that Hinduism should be become a state. But our forefather who gave at the best constitution in the world were mean a great intelligent capability and the knowledge. They were fully aware that abstract which would come if India become religion state, because religion is a beautiful only. It is a keep separate for state and government. If religion mix with state and government, it will become a position which would destroy the whole country. Those of our forehead did not adopt any state religion and government as give as a constitution. They realized that importance of secularism. Every through they did add it is the preamble. So lastly, I want to conclude that secularism is a very important for India, because if
Now,
India
30
becomes
seconds.
state, It will step up for showing new thoughts and regarding about different religion, and we all lost our anything capability and sacrificing outlook and politics. We will neglect by clearing classes, which is a very dangerous for any nations. Become
Time up.
Clearing clearly will damage the nation by their fanatic action and a separate nation again and each other. So it is a very important keep to religion separate for state. Thank you.
Okay, Sanjivani, uh, good. Some of the grammatical aspects you need to take care. Listen again. That is a good exercise. And that is what is our aim is. Secularism. If we see, we should thank that our country is really an ideal one where diverse nature of people are staying, whether it is religion, caste, language, you name a variety, it is there, and we are still a good country. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. If that was our culture and philosophy, ideology, long back, historically we are secular actually. We never distinguished, we never followed those fault lines, we never made any artificial lines. Human beings are welcome. You study Ramayana or you study any kind of epic, you see that our ancestors have welcomed everything. There was nothing like bifurcation. We were never barbaric. We always were accommodative. We never attacked any other country with the aim of expansionism. It was never there. Always forgiven. These are the qualities which signifies that we are true secular on this earth, and world is looking up to us as a secular country, that this is a country where despite so many diversity, people are not fighting. Of late there are some issues which are artificially created, to my mind, because today's warfare is different. You don't physically attack. There are ways and means to create disturbances in other countries. And exactly that is being happened. People are using these modern tools to create disturbances, to create fault lines, to change the opinions, to artificially induce some of the difference of opinions. You must see what are the new crimes are happening. Apps are being developed. Who knows how these people are linked outside? Some social messages are induced artificially. They are to instigate people, instigate some of the minorities, and that is how differences are being created. So it is an unprecedented situation where we as a country should focus that we are a great nation. We should not fight among each other. We can law will help us to gain rights. We can ask the government if there are any demands, and our country has proven that uh, it may get delayed, but things are given. Justice is given. There is a space of law here. It is not that dictatorship. So we need to understand that if there is any country in the world who can be called little secular, that is India today. You check any other country's facts and figures, they are not standing up to what we are standing. We are accommodative and respecting each and every religion. This is a beauty. We should be proud of it, and we should further strengthen it, these value systems, because we have been worshipping the humanity right from our ancestral things. Like you check all the religious scriptures in the ancient India. So we should carry forward that mission, that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was our ideology and culture. We have to strengthen it further. Okay, Omkar is there?
Yes, sir. Hello,
Oh,
I'm audible.
yes, yes. Sanjivani, keep time.
Yes, sir. Omkar, you can start.
Okay. Good morning, sir, and my dear friends. Today's my lecture topic is Ukraine-Russia crisis. The Russia not to committed to attempt any attack on Ukraine, but the part of peninsula near the Ukraine is already taken by the Russia. The recent news in in that matter is Ukraine Russian US has lethal aids arrive in Kyiv, aimed border built up. The Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine. The sum of 90 ton of US lethal aids has arrived in Ukraine, aimed the tension over the Russian troops built up on the border. It was the first shipment of a recent approved package of US military aid for the Ukraine and included ammunition for the frontline defenders. The US President Joe Biden approved the $200 million security support package in December under the NATO for the Ukraine. The United States will continue providing such assistance to support Ukraine armed forces in the efforts of defending Ukraine and sovereignty and territorial integrity against the Russian aggression. The Ukraine Defense Minister Oleskia Rezewski taken the US for the aid military support from NATO. He also thankful for the US. The US Secretary Antony Blinken said expedition authority and will fully endorse transfer of defensive equipment at NATO allies are providing to the Ukraine to strengthen its ability defend itself self defend against the Russia. The Russia reply on that is the Dmitry Pasco, spokesperson of Russian President Vladimir Putin, earlier said that the Ukraine are extremely dangerous. The Western arms supplies to the Ukraine are extremely dangerous. Do that things do not nothing to reduce any tension that increase the tension. So there are Russia have deployed 1 lakh troops on the border of the Ukraine Russia. The Russia blames to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization for providing the military sources to the Ukraine. Lastly, I want to conclude that uh, both both have increasing the situation is very bad impact. But in the last meeting, they both are agreed to keep talking on that and try to resolve the crisis as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yes, today's flashpoint. There are many flashpoints, whether it is North Korea related or something happening on Chinese borders. This is also a flashpoint. Ukraine, Russia, and Europe. In between, there is a sandwiched portion. Ukraine. NATO countries wants Ukraine's control, or they want Ukraine to join NATO or European fold. And these protests are always there. Russia wants, because it was still 1991 Russian part. So pro NATO if it goes, and what is the NATO provision? They are against the aggression of Russia. If any country fights with NATO members, the entire NATO will attack. And today it is almost 30 countries under NATO. So if NATO is trying to influence the region, and Russia feels very, very sentimental about it, because till 1991 it was part of Soviet Republic. And there are some manipulations. Russia is not leaving it. US is giving little bit support, and Europe. You see, yesterday, I think day before yesterday, Britain has given statement openly to support Ukraine, and they are openly defying the Russia's stand. So these are the flashpoints at the world level where we need peace talk, but these are the powerful countries trying to show their dominance, show their importance. For their own strategic interests they are fighting, but it should not lead to a war. That should be the endeavor at world level. Peace should prevail, people should talk, negotiate, come to tables, and that is only the solution. Otherwise it creates a lot of problems. Ukraine is suffering because two powers are fighting over a piece of land, but in the bargain the Ukrainians are suffering. There is no stability, economic crisis is there, and that is how many pockets in the world are suffering. Okay, any doubt? Because I think Kumar is there. Kumar, ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Omkar, keep time.
Okay.
Shall I start?
Yes, Kumar.
Okay.
Yes, you can start, Kumar.
Okay. So, good morning, gentlemen. Today I will talk on a very important topic, which is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. We know that Swachh Bharat Abhiyan started in 2014 with the vision of Gandhiji's making India clean and self-dependent. So, why this topic is so important? We know that this topic is important because India is one of the second largest populated country in the world. So, we on our daily basis generate 3 by 4th of a kg of our domestic waste. So, we can see this quantity is very large, and in order to tackle this quantity, we need to be very much serious about this. Second thing is that uh, some the critics also say that the waste is going to be wealth of the future. Yes, it is true, because the wealth is nowadays utilized in the electricity production. Sorry, the waste is nowadays used in the electricity production, as well as it is used in recycling or up recycling, what we say. So a large amount of employment is also generated. So in order to tackle this, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is giving it a good shape. The third is that now there are various new products or new wastages which we are not able to tackle. For example, the medical waste or the electronic waste, which is generating in large amount, but we are not able to see how to tackle it. So there are various uh, startups, or there are various organizations which are taking these types of wastages and giving some amount to the uh, to the producer. So we see that it is important that how the government is working and how we common citizens are coordinating with the government. So coming back to the topic, the waste management, which started in the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which started in 2014, started with various great slogans Swachh Bharat of the Gandhi ji, and then Modi ji also took this mission to a larger extent by making certain slogans, banners, and pulling all the countrymen together by distributing basically the two wastages in wastages in two parts, which is the
Last 30 seconds.
green wastage and the blue. So the green wastage, which was the which can be biodegradable, and the blue, which was non biodegradable degradable. So we see that it's on our part, we can also do these small things, that we should bifurcate our waste, so that the dump collectors who come to our house should not face problems. The second solution which we can also do is that we should educate our elder citizens
Time up.
how to bifurcate and why it is important to bifurcate the so we see that lastly, that India is also, the government is also putting so much amount in the cleanliness. We can take an example that the Indian Railway is expending crores of rupees just for cleaning the spits of the citizens, because it is a very bad thing, and in my opinion we should be really sensible in our approach. We can also say that in various government buildings, we used to see that there was a place in the staircase where the citizens used to spit, and looked very bad. So India has grown up very much. It has shown up good moral values, and now these things are stopping. So we can see that yes, our citizens are trying to change. So we should also bring awareness around our locality, and we should also contribute to this Swachh Bharat mission. Thank you.
Okay, while we are becoming a strong nation, smart cities are building up. But what about our basic cleanliness, hygiene, and sanitation around us? We all should become responsible citizens. That is one thing we all should be careful, and it should be on a mission mode. We as citizens should realize our role in developing the country. When on one hand we are having a lot of development, but on the other hand we are creating a lot of mess. We are creating a lot of waste, and taking care of our general habits, some kind of conduct in the general public places, what Kumar is highlighting, spitting in public places, not caring for bifurcating the waste. We should help our government machinery by uh, listening to their call, understanding the importance of waste management, because waste management has to be dealt collectively. It is not that people will come and clean and we keep littering around. Then there is no use. Everybody's participation is required. And tomorrow, if we are really going towards a strong path, becoming a great nation, powerful nation, we need that power everywhere. We need to prove that yes, we deserve that power. And smart cities, lot of uh, hue and cry is going on, competition is going on to become a smart city. But couple of cities are worth calling smart cities, but not all. We need to understand this, that everybody's participation will only bring us to that level. Okay, today I think couple of members are missing, so it's we are finishing little early. Any doubt? No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, we will end here. Take care of your health, because again corona is spreading in different variant. Just be careful. We should not fall sick, especially those who are going for SSB. Take care, extra care. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jai
Jai
Hind.
Jai Hind,
Sir.
sir.